So, will Mike triumph over his internet, or will the internet come out on top once again? Mike doesn't really get goal side in the face-off, and the one that's been giving him the most problems when he played Scrub back in the day has come back to bite him against Deevo, who is replicating Scrub's kickoff pretty well. So I expect Mike to do a lot better on the straight-up kickoff, this one right here. But we'll see. Yep, he seems to be pretty even on that one. And he's taken a bit of a weird line. Did Mike actually... He took the boost in Deevo's corner. I think he actually surprised Deevo there. I didn't know where Mike had gone. I was like, wait, is that really Mike over there? Well, that's a decent touch by Mike. Tries to get the ball to scoot across Deevo's goal using the roof of his car. And Mike trying to get the ball center now off the wall, but it stays a little bit too close for the wall for Mike's liking. Oh, and he can't get the overhead clear. Deevo with a long shot for the double goal. Doubling his goal lead right here. Mike turning to try and fake a challenge, but Deevo is not having any of it. Just launches the ball at distance. Another pretty even kickoff. Deevo's probably going to get the boost, but not much space to work with. Oh, he's going for the rebound, and Deevo's so good at these. Any other player in the world, you'd think, he's going for the rebound, that's probably a little bit risky, but Deevo, you see him go for the rebound, and you already know that he's scoring. He just doesn't miss those. It's unbelievable. And he's done the scrub kickoff yet again. Oh, it hits the post! Mike getting away with murder. His diagonal kickoff really is one of the biggest weaknesses in his game in 1v1. But Deevo 3-0 to the good right now. He might try another off the wall play. His first touch not so good this time, and Mike with the breakaway opportunity. He's checking behind him, but unfortunately for him the ball didn't really fall into a strikeable position, so he goes for the boost starve game instead. It's a good challenge by Mike. He knows that he has the boost advantage here, so he wants to stay aggressive, pressure Deevo. And now Deevo will have the boost. Oh, he actually left it. And Mike's checking behind him. This could be a wall shot by Mike. Deevo is ready for it. Oh, what a play by Mike. Another no ball cam aerial play. Really, really well done by Mike. Look how he's sitting underneath the ball with no ball cam because he wants to see when Deevo is jumping. And as soon as he sees Deevo going for that move, he just jumps up before him, beats him to the ball, puts it into the right hand side, opting not to go for the kickoff. Strange play by Mike, but it's actually worked. Deevo with a very underwhelming dribble play. And Mike threatening a shot. This should be a Mike shot, which is some of the best kind of shots in the world. And the rebound by Mike gets it back within one. Really well played by Mike. Mike's shots, of course, second to none. And hitting the post right there might even be better than putting it straight in, because he was more likely to get it past Deevo at that angle. And Mike with another fake kickoff. This one, Deevo sees it. Sticks it in the top corner. Tough for Mike to make a save. And he doesn't get it on this occasion. Mike not driving far enough forward on that fake kickoff, I would say. Deevo very easily able to spot that one. Mike's just going to pick up the small boost pads and continue pressuring the ball. Deevo with a quick recovery, but he couldn't beat Mike to it. Oh my goodness, Deevo is so fast right now. So quick on the recovery is Deevo. This is a great first touch. And Mike with another fake kickoff. He might just be about to give up on going for all kickoffs, but by faking all of them, he's giving Deevo all the cards. And this could be a goal by Mike. He's actually misfired. And he's up already, going for the read. Off the ceiling, maybe? Oh, he didn't get low enough after the ceiling bounce. Took the ball incredibly far down. It's a decent play by Mike, checking where Deevo is. But Deevo will get possession regardless. Going for an air dribble. Looks pretty awkward though. It looks like his first jump took him in the wrong direction. And Mike gets the demo! Oh my goodness! Carries Deevo into the demo. I hope we get to see that again in the replay. I think it's going to be right at the start of the replay. There it is. Oh my goodness. Deevo just gets brutalized by Mike. Takes him to the cleaners right there. That's one of the best demos I've ever seen. Absolutely savage by Michael. And the long shot, Mike doesn't get the power shot that he wanted, but Deevo's giving it straight back to him, and that's Mike back within one. He's staying in touch this game. Very, very close. Despite the huge kickoff advantage that Deevo's been showing us. Mike has kept this game very close, and Mike not going for this kickoff either. Good save. Deevo misses the boost, but well done to send the ball back towards Mike's goal so that he had some time to get the boost. And Deevo's going for the demo. He gets it. Revenge for Deevo. And another possession play for the Englishman. Bounce dribble it is. Into the air dribble. Mike should have this one under wraps though, and he does. But Deevo with a quick recovery after Mike had to bump him. Mike's just trying to get the ball up in the air so that he can get some boost. Thinks about the rebound, but he sees Deevo is still covering that shot angle. Good off the wall play by Deevo to cover the shot. Mike going for the boost starvation game. Might center this one awkwardly, but Deevo is there. He wants to stay close to the ball right here so that Mike doesn't have space to set up a shot or a dribble play. And of course, Mike always preferring the shot, and that's why he's just so good at generating power from tight angles. Another great shot by Mike equalizes the game. And of course, Deevo, currently the highest rated 1v1 player in Europe, but Mike, the best 1 versus 1 player from the original game. Supersonic, blah, 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 blah. So he is no stranger to 1 versus 1. Deevo with another possession play. Mike just reversing away from him. He's ready to pounce at any moment, but Deevo's sidewinding. Mike manages to scare Deevo away from the goal just by spacing very, very well. He never gave Deevo enough space for Deevo to take a shot, but Deevo's actually crafted out a finish. That was a little bit of a misplay by Mike to drive away from the net. Just that slight moment where he drove underneath the ball at the near post, gave Deevo the space to make the shot. Mike was sideways. Oh, and Mike's gone for a kickoff, which at this point, with the amount that he's been faking, you could consider that a mind game to actually go for. But Deevo's got to be so careful. He's got no boost, and Mike has the ball bouncing very dangerously. Oh, Deevo backing away. And Mike with a crossbar. Oh, Mike's going for more boost starve, but he's giving Deevo a lot of space. He's got to be careful. Deevo blocks him away from the ball and gets the long trundler into the net. So Deevo actually had very low boost for this whole time, but he managed to keep up his momentum. Never stopped moving. He dodged when he had to, and he had about 20 boost to get the acceleration into the long range shot. Still time for Mike to get the equalizer back in his favor. That really should have been a goal, I feel. Mike astray with the shot when Deevo is in the corner getting boost. And now this is it. This is it for Mike. He needs a goal quickly to give himself a chance to equalize the game. But Deevo is not backing away from the ball. Oh, bad challenge by Deevo. Mike wasn't ready for it, and the half flip by Deevo. That should seal it. Ball on top of Deevo's car. Mike with no clean challenge. This is going to go to Deevo. Probably 2 goals in it unless Mike can get another, which he does actually. Brings it within 1. Make it look a little bit better with the consolation goal. And 7-6 it does finish. Couple of kickoff goals for Deevo. And Mike definitely showing some pretty good play in the midfield. Very good shooting until the end of the game where his shots kind of let him down. And Deevo was outplaying him in the awkward situations. But the internet held strong for Mike. So he's got to be pretty happy about that. The Mobile 1 overlay, I might put the Mobile 1 high performance overlay later, but right now it's just 1-0 to Deevo. We can remember that one. It's pretty easy to remember the score. Why is he calling himself Worry? I don't know, actually. I don't know why he's calling himself Worry. The Mike does opt to go for the kickoff, loses it marginally. He's staying close to the ball though, so that he doesn't give Deevo the space for the shot. But Mike has never been one to implement half flipping into his play. Doesn't really see the necessity, so we will see backflips from Mike where Deevo would probably use a half flip. I would call that a small leak in his play. Puts him in awkward situations where turning around would in fact be advantageous, but Deevo's able to just get a really nice throw into the net. I don't think Mike expected the throw from that position because he did back off a little bit, and Mike not going for another kickoff, but Deevo should get boost and possession, maybe even a goal. Goes for the mind game, and oh, well played by Deevo. Mike put himself in this awkward situation by not going for the kickoff. He is still experimenting a little bit with that. And will we see another fake kickoff from Mike? Hopefully if he goes for it, he drives forward a little bit. He actually just goes for the kickoff this time. Arrives late, but gets the block. Deevo with another possession. This is the 3rd time that Deevo's had possession of kickoff, and that's a decent first touch off the wall for the air dribble. Oh my goodness. Deevo with an air dribble. What a goal by Deevo. I know these guys want to skip the replay, but you'll all slaughter me if I skip that one. What a finish. The first touch was just exceptional off the wall right there by Deevo. Put the ball in the perfect place so that he could air roll around it and start forcing it towards the goal. Just incredible stuff from the Englishman. 3-0 is the lead, and both players thinking about going for this. They do go, and I think Deevo actually got a piece of Mike's car right there. Mike going for the demo. He's chasing Deevo all the way up the wall, but he's got to be careful. Deevo has the goal, or the boost advantage rather. He does have the goal advantage as well. Mike with a solid challenge in the midfield. Will he be able to bring it back within one, or within two rather? Oh, crossbar denies him the chance to bring it back within two. And Mike choosing not to jump off the wall. Actually, did he jump? I heard the jump noise. Oh, but Deevo with a great read on Mike's play. 4-0. Deevo just positioning himself perfectly. That's very well done. The quick shot from that position is not easy to do. Deevo, pure knowledge of the pitch's dimensions. Shoots it the perfect moment. You see what Mike's trying to do there is keep the ball close to the wall so that Deevo has less of an angle to shoot with, but it is just so challenging to do. And now Deevo has the boost advantage, gets the demo. Oh my goodness. I've got to say, Mike could have dodged out the way of that one. When Deevo bumped him up into the air right there, Mike could have dodged out the way, but that might have taken him too far out of the game to make the save regardless. But of course you can actually still dodge after somebody bumps you into the air. Deevo just pushes Mike around, bullying him into the 5th goal. But it looks like he's going to get a redemption goal. Is Mike slowing it down a little bit, maybe knocking an unnecessary second off the clock, but he does bring it back to 5-1. Kickoffs have been the biggest difference in this game for sure. Deevo's kickoff, one of the best in the world, and M1k3Rules, he himself has said that his kickoff is his biggest weakness. He calls it his biggest weakness, or at least one of his biggest weaknesses. But when Mike is on the ball, he still looks very threatening. His ground shots and his ability to create chances from a stationary ball, very, very good. And this time Mike does go for the face-off and get a decent one. Deevo with the boost, with the ball. Oh, and with the dribble plays, Mike gets absolutely beamed right here by Deevo's dribble. What a turn by Deevo. Mike just not expecting Deevo to be able to get so much of an angle on that dribble. Some creativity from Deevo, but Mike actually winning another kickoff. He's starting to get a little bit more luck on face-off. Deevo challenging with low boost, able to put some pressure out even with the low boost situation. And Mike hits the ball the wrong way. Deevo goes for the aerial shot to try and punish. Mike not able to get the long shot in. Deevo with a long range air dribble. He's trying to air roll to recorrect his positioning relative to the ball, and actually all he's able to do is put it straight towards Mike, who brings it back within 3. 3-6 now after Mike is able to get a save on that Deevo air dribble from deep within his own half. And Mike with a fake kickoff yet again. Deevo with the mind games, but Mike didn't flip at the ball, which is what Deevo is wanting. Deevo looking for Mike to overcommit, and Mike now with very little boost. He's trying to stay close to the ball so that Deevo doesn't have any space to start dribbling, but he might have just given Deevo exactly what he wants, and he has. Deevo's going to get his 7th goal of the game, and Mike really didn't have to push up this close, but he's seen how scary Deevo's dribbles are. Didn't want to give Deevo space to start one, but in doing so he overextended with very little boost, maybe even absolutely no boost. And 7-3. Deevo going for another air dribble. He's had obviously one goal off the wall from an air dribble, but he hasn't scored from an air dribble off the ground yet. So it's interesting that he's still going for them. Mike gets Deevo to waste all his boost right there. It's well played by Mike. And now Mike's up. I do expect Deevo to contest this in the air. Oh, he's actually on the wall. Deevo reading that Mike was going to go for a high shot. What a jump. Deevo just knows exactly what Mike is doing. Oh my goodness, what a play. And Deevo's going to over dribble this one actually. Maybe mind game Mike. Yep, there it is. Oh, you can see it coming. It's so horrible to see. But you just know that Deevo's going to go for this mind game with the wiggle. Oh no. Mike unfortunately not able to read that one. It is so much harder to see the mind game coming when you are on the receiving end of it But when we can see what Deevo's doing from his eyes, we can see the mind game brewing. We see him start the wiggle. I always feel like I feel like I call a lot of mind games before they happen, but I think when you're watching from the player who's making the mind game, it is easier to see that coming. So don't think that I'm, you know, that I'm trying to diminish the defending of anyone just because I call a mind game and they don't see it coming, because from the defender's eyes it's much harder to see the mind game coming. Deevo's starting off an air dribble incredibly far into his own half, but he does follow right behind the ball to get a 50-50. Oh, and he misses his first touch off the wall right there. Does Deevo. Yo, the Shibayo. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. I really appreciate that. Mike should get his 4th goal of the game right here. Oh, it's at a really awkward position though. Deevo's gonna win it. Mike with a backwards shot and Deevo with the rebound just wide. Deevo's trying to pre-jump for the save, but Mike gets another consolation goal. This one, not so much of a consolation as last time though. Is this actually Mike? Yeah, this is the real M1k3Rules. He is doing his best to beat Deevo right here, but Deevo proving to be a little bit too strong in those last 2 games. His offensive repertoire is just astonishing. The speed of his dribbles are almost second to none, I would say. He doesn't bounce dribble. He doesn't dribble in the same style that M1k does Deevo. He goes for a much faster dribbling style than M1k, who is considered by many to be the best dribbler in the world. But Deevo just goes for a very fast style, tries to get the ball moving at supersonic and then redirect it left to right, or flick it, or mind game. But Mike's shots are still very on point. Very on point. I think if Mike can just solidify his kickoff, he'd be right up there with the best of them in ones, because his midfield challenging is very good. And apart from some overextensions with a low boost, his his positioning and spacing was also excellent. Your F3 fangirl vibe is really hurting since Mike left. Well, Mike has decided to look after other things in his life, which is important to focus on. And there's a kickoff win for Mike. Maybe a chance for his first kickoff goal. And Deevo gets the save somehow. I want you to puppy my life. I think that's gotta be my Twitch alerts changing a rude word into another word. To a nicer word. Deevo dribbles the ball in a circle. Is he gonna get it in? Holy cow, Deevo. No way did he just do this. Just dribbles it in a straight circle. He plays keep away from M1k3Rules. Oh my goodness, what a play by Deevo. He just dribbled the ball in a straight circle playing keep away. That's next level. I don't think I've ever seen that. And he goes for the mind game. Mike does hit the ball this time to deny him. But that was next level by Deevo. It might have looked silly, but there was a reason to do that. Oh, Mike with a shot. Perfect timing to get the equalizer. He threatens a shot before actually striking the ball right there, and then he waits for the second bounce to get it over Deevo. Really well done. But yeah, I certainly hope Mike is going to stick around in the Europa League scene. What a save, by the way, by Mike. Under pressure on Deevo's kickoff once again. And Deevo's had good success with it off the wall air dribbles. Perfect first touch. He's slowing the ball down on purpose. Oh, what a play by Deevo. He slowed the ball down on purpose to play keep away from Mike a second time. But unfortunately blocked his own goal when he landed. That would have been so sick by Deevo if he managed to dodge out of the way of the ball and let it bounce in, because he kept it away from Mike by slowing it down off the wall. And then immediately afterwards, Mike off the wall gets a goal, taking the lead. And Mike with a fake kickoff does intercept Deevo's play, steals the boost. Really well done by Mike. Deevo's under pressure right here, 0 boost, and Mike's going to probably get a goal off this, and he does. Really good play by Mike. That boost steal Deevo did not see coming. Did I say a straight circle? I didn't mean to say a straight. Well, I mean, if you turn a circle sideways, it's straight. You know, if you've got a circle in this angle and you turn it sideways, it's straight. This should be a very easy save. Not the best shot for Deevo on the kickoff, but he's going to get possession. Mike doesn't get the best angle on the save. Deevo tries to go for a top corner flick, but he can't get it. I don't even remember saying straight circle, but I must have said it. My bad. So Deevo with the straight circle formation. He's going for another fast dribble, should keep up with it, and he does. Good save by Deevo. Off the back of Mike's miss. To bring it back within one. That's a little bit of a misplay by Mike to overextend when he has the lead already. He didn't need to make that risk. And Mike's going to lose the kickoff but win possession. Of course, for those of you who are wondering what I mean when I say lose. Oh, Mike's disconnected. Oh no! He's gone. When we see Mike just stop turning and driving up the wall here, that's got to be a disconnect. He's not disconnected from Steam yet, but he's been having internet issues today, and I expect this to be another disconnect by Mike. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it must be a DC. Oh no, it must... Oh, he's still here. I think Deevo's going to give Mike a goal. He is a good sportsman. Oh, Mike doesn't want it though. He tried not to score it. I think he's accidentally scored it anyway. It should be a free goal. I mean, yeah. Mike doesn't want the free goal because Deevo had the possession. But I think for all to be fair right here, if Mike just gave Deevo possession, we'd be back on a fair playing field. Oh no, Mike's too proud to take a free goal. I hope he just lets it happen. We might have a very interesting 1v1 about to develop of own goal spam. So yeah, Deevo's scoring an own goal because he feels like his equalizer was only because of Mike's internet issues. But Mike doesn't want the free goal, gives it back. He says, no, I don't want it. And it looks like Deevo might just say, okay, fine, no free goal for you. So equalizer it is. We're back tied up. Deevo has a boost at the midfield, backs off, and he's going for the seal play. I'm so glad we got to see that from Mike's eyes. Mike's just sitting there thinking, what are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? Are you feeling alright up there? And Mike nearly own goals it. The ball does bounce clean off the wall. Deevo didn't see that happening though. Expecting it to roll. Mike rips another shot Deevo's direction. He was looking for an exit demo, but he didn't get it. I was going to explain right before the disconnect happened that my understanding of winning and losing a kickoff is whichever half the ball ends up in. If it ends up in your opponent's half, you've won. If it ends up in your half, you've lost. Deevo with a fake air dribble. Oh my goodness. Next level play. He's gone for so many air dribble plays that Mike tries to intercept one, but Deevo just fakes him. Mike clean over the ball. Second mind game goal by Deevo. Really nicely done. And Mike maybe wishing that he took that free goal. Truthfully though, Mike will not be wishing he took the free goal. Oh, Mike misses on the open net. And he stopped moving. But this, I expect, is not an internet issue. That's just frustration. He will not be happy with himself for missing that open net. Because Deevo gave him all the space to score that one. Mike's missed the boost, by the way. On the exit. Goes for the ground shot. Deevo would have had the save on that particular ground shot, and this time Deevo's given Mike another free hit, but Mike wasn't facing the ball, not expecting Deevo to miss it, and Deevo's just all over the place all of a sudden. I don't know what happened to Deevo, but he just flops around like a fish out of water. Oh dear. Not the best play by Deevo. We're tied up once again. Interesting game that we have here. We've got internet as the true winner, and Mike gets his kickoff goal. It's been a long time coming, but he's done it. Mike with the kickoff goal. Deevo uncharacteristically weak on the face-off that time. Why is Deevo messing about? I don't think he is. I think he just beamed it like a bean man. Deevo goes for the play where you just hit the ball straight at the goalkeeper to try and take Mike's angle away from him. And now Deevo's playing it patiently. He's got Mike right where he wants him, backed off, but Mike more than happy to sit in net and wait for that shot. Oh, he's low boost and jumping off the wall is Mike. He might be happy that he mishit that, because a hard miss off the post would have been curtains for the Irishman. Deevo's going up incredibly early for an uncontested aerial. Jumps over Mike's demo attempt. Nicely done. Mike with a good flick. Deevo's staying underneath Mike though to deny him the second touch. Oh, Mike went for another demo, and he's still looking for it. Tries to keep the ball at the wall, collect the boost. I'm not sure if he got it, actually. It looks like he didn't. And Deevo's going to try and awkwardly dribble the ball into the net. Mike, no boost, but has the ball under his control. Can't get the power shot, though, because of his lack of boost. Deevo bullies him before taking the ball. Oh, and he's done him again in the midfield. Deevo able to equalize the game. We had a long passage of no goals right there. But Deevo was able to get one. Well played by him. Kickoff goes in Deevo's favor. But Mike deciding not to fake it this time. He respects the wall shot by Deevo. Well played by Mike. That was a good read on what Deevo was doing. He tried to force an own goal as well right there. Did Mike. Trying to use Deevo's angle to just force the ball into his own net. Will we see an overtime between these two? Deevo's got one chance. He doesn't get the shot that he was looking for. And Mike with a clear is going to try and keep up the ball. And so is Deevo. Mike's got to be careful. Deevo might win it. He's taking the game. Oh my goodness. Deevo steals the game away from Mike. Oh, what a bounce. That is very, very favorable for Deevo. But the air roll shot to find the goal from that angle. Holy cow. I thought Mike might go for the cross pitch play by taking it up the wall. Oh my goodness. We don't get to see overtime. 11 shots each. Mike actually with 6 saves. Bear in mind, his saves will be a little bit inflated because some of them were immediately after fake kickoffs. Wow. Deevo steals the game in regular time. Bicycle Thief, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, dude, and thanks for playing earlier. It was good to see you playing against Deevo. You were playing very well, actually. They were funny games. There were a lot of good goals. Not the best defending, but they were good goals. And for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm talking about the previous series that I casted on stream between Deevo and Bicycle Thief. But poor Mike. Bear in mind that Deevo did get the goal when Mike DC'd, so we might have seen a win there from Mike, but you never know. The game does play out differently depending on whether you're winning or drawing. So it's still a fair win for Deevo. Can we get some Marky in here? I don't know if Marky's even online. No, he's not. It's too early in the afternoon for Marky to be online. But the true winner is Mike's internet. The true winner is Mike's internet. Deevo versus K-Dop. I actually asked K-Dop if he wanted to play Deevo earlier, but he did not reply. So Mike's keen for more. We'll see if Deevo's actually here. Oh, Deevo maybe went to get a cup of tea. Looks like he's still here. So Mike incredibly close to taking a game right there against the currently highest rated European 1v1 player and second highest rated player in the world. Dapper, of course, has the title of rank 1 1v1 player in the world. Mike might go for a shot. Looks like he might be low on boost though. Dangerous for Mike to be this far up in Deevo's half with boost. With no boost rather. Misses on his power shot. Does Mike, and he's trying to disrupt Deevo's landing. I think Mike got that boost. Yeah, looks like he did. He's trying to set up a ground shot. And there it is. Deevo gave him a little bit too much space. Mike with the 1-0 lead. Well played by him. Deevo giving Mike a little bit too much space right there. So Deevo with another kickoff goal. Oh, scratch that. He's hit the crossbar. Mike with maybe a kickoff goal. Oh no, scratch that. Yeah. Nope. Okay, Deevo went for boost. What a bean. I think Deevo could have saved this. Yeah, Deevo should have went back to his goal immediately. He might have saved it. Oh, Deevo 2-0 down. He completely beaned the kickoff goal. And now Mike with the fake kickoff. But Deevo is so quick to spot that. He's got the reactions of something that has fast reactions. And Deevo's missed another shot. Awkward landing as well. They both give each other a big kiss in the corner. And Deevo, nice air roll shot to finish after the boost steal. After the boost steal on the big mwah right there. Big kiss for Mike and Deevo in the corner. Deevo's back within 1 goal of the infamous M1k3Rules. Will Mike actually win? Oh, he wins the race to the boost after completely slamming Deevo up the wall. He just says, alright mate, you're going up this lamppost right here. Oh, Mike this time gets the mind game on the air carry. Nicely done by Mike. Deevo, he went for a bit of a block on Mike's aerial. And he just flies up too high. And Mike looks like he's got a bit of a better kickoff on the go right now than he did earlier. He's having a good showing right now against Deevo this game. Will he hold on to his lead? Deevo getting a bump on M1k3Rules right there, but it won't be enough to send Mike back into his half to get the save. Deevo with the quick recovery and the finish. Nicely done. Deevo gets a lot of flicks immediately after a first touch. Like, he gets the catch and then flicks the ball immediately. He doesn't wait to see what the opponent's doing. He just straight away gets the flick. He does that a lot. First touch and flick. Oh, Deevo, massive risk going off the wall there. Mike will convert on this shot, I'm sure. There it is. Gets the rebound. Big, big risk by Deevo to go off the wall there. He is confident in his off-the-wall play, but he's missed a couple of aerials this game now. Gotta be careful as Deevo. And Mike, ooh, doesn't get the catch. He was going for a quick run-in. And Deevo is already on the wall, ready for that shot on the near post. Gets the pinch clear. And Mike's gotta be careful not to get demoed. He gets a little bit close. Oh, never mind. Mike just demos Deevo mid-air. I don't think that was deliberate, but it was well done regardless. And an uncharacteristically poor shot by Mike. But he gets the bump on Deevo, which might have been the difference between Deevo being close enough to get the possession or not. And Deevo misses another aerial. Oh, never mind. Deevo's a god. Deevo is actually a god. Yeah, I'm a stupid me for even thinking that Deevo had missed an aerial. This guy doesn't miss aerials, except that one that he missed earlier this game. Holy cow, what a recovery by Deevo. He missed on the first one, then he got it on the rebound. That's ridiculous. Oh, Mike not up quick enough. He's going to try Spider-Man save this one. No, never mind. He's actually come straight back down. I thought Mike might try and Spider-Man save a quick shot by Deevo, which would have been very hard. Mike, as always, refusing to back away. Doesn't want to give his opponent any space whatsoever. Fake challenge by Mike. Deevo doesn't bite though. And Deevo's going to be pretty salty that that ball didn't roll up the wall, but he gets it over Mike. Mike hitting Deevo. That's one of the reasons why going for a double jump or a quick up aerial towards the ball in ones when your opponent is really close to the challenge is not always the best idea, because even if you know that you're beating your opponent to the ball, sometimes they just get the hit on your car immediately afterwards. Oh, Mike hits the inside of the post on that shot. Good turn though, and Deevo will be the lesser of the two boost totals at the moment, but he's managed to secure one. Pretty end-to-end stuff all of a sudden. Back and forth play at speed. Mike refusing to give Deevo the space that he so badly desires until right now. Oh, actually, Mike just able to perfectly intercept Deevo at the midfield again. He's controlling his boost pretty well, is Mike, and Deevo's hit the crossbar. Mike jumps regardless of the fact. A nice read by Mike to get that save. He's running low on boost though. He's staying relevant. When you have less boost, you have to of course stay close to the ball, or else your opponent will be able to outplay you. And this is looking very ugly for Mike. Deevo just waits for him to jump and puts the ball over his head. Awkward stuff for Mike right there. He's got to hold on for 40 seconds. And he's got a tough kickoff to defend. It's going to bounce up. That's really good news for Mike that the ball bounced up. Oh, he's missed the wall clear though. No, Mike has completely missed on the interception. He was trying to get the touch on the ball and the recovery and maybe another touch immediately afterwards. He was definitely trying to catch the ball just on the side, if nothing else. Oh, but Mike with a big chance to get the kickoff goal. Deevo's in the right place to save it though. 25 seconds on the clock. And Mike doesn't need the mind game. He just sticks it right over Deevo, who maybe thought that he had most of the angles covered, but he didn't cover this one. Deevo coming out of goal a little bit early. And Mike poised to take his first game against the Englishman, who just fires the ball straight towards him again. And that's a better save by Mike. A ball that he's actually able to contest. Oh, but he misses the backflip challenge. Mike's given the lead up again. Deevo with another late equalizer. This is heartbreaking for Mike fans because he's had the lead at so many times this game, and Deevo has managed to equalize so many times. One more chance for Mike though. Deevo's going to back off, and Mike sends it high towards the net. Deevo's ready. Mike's got to be so careful. He doesn't want to lose another 0-second goal, but he's keeping the ball up. Okay, the ball's going to drop. Overtime for the first time in this series. And a good kickoff by Mike. He gets goal side before flipping into it. So that's much better by him. He's going to go for a forward hit to himself. Save some boost to actually fly back down to the ground quicker. He was trying to get Deevo to stay on the ground and then rebound the ball. after hitting the backboard on purpose. And Mike setting up a ground shot with a wall bounce. He's maybe going to mind game Deevo. He gets the mind game! Nicely done by Mike. Something that he rarely does is go for the mind game. And right here, Deevo's so afraid of the big shot by Mike that he just pre-jumps unnecessarily. And Mike takes down the #1 rated player in Europe. Actually beating Deevo in a very interesting game. Deevo crafted out some nice equalizers, but Mike takes him down 6 goals to 5. Again, very close in the shot totals. Mike with the saves lead, partly because he's staying in goal in some face-offs. Very, very well done by Mike, though. You feel like I'm skipping too many replays this series? Some of the goals would be really interesting to see from the other perspective. If the players are skipping every replay, I tend to skip like replays as well that they're not skipping because I don't want to break their flow. But if the players, I mean, if something really, really crazy happens, sure, I'll watch it. But I know that in 1v1 especially, sometimes a goal will just, or goals will just be flying in left and right and players just want to keep playing, so I just skip more replays in ones. If it isn't something that we absolutely have to see again. Oh, what a shot by Mike! He spots Deevo off his line. Beautiful shot by Mike. One of the best ground shooters in the game. Right off the bounce. One of the keys to ground shots, and I see a lot of people fumbling their ground shots. I do this myself as well, sometimes. Is you lose a lot of the power in your ground shot if you air roll forward before hitting the ball. And by that I mean right before you dodge, if you air roll just slightly forward like that, and then you dodge into the ball, you don't get the hit as hard as you would otherwise. That's a great catch by Mike, by the way. 2-0. Mike is on a roll all of a sudden. Mike rolls. And he's definitely improving on this face-off. He's getting more to the goal side of the ball. Continuing to pressure the ball. Whenever the ball's low, Mike likes to get as close as possible. Oh, the delayed flick by Deevo. Really nice goal. Takes Mike by surprise. Just forcing it across the goal with the delayed flick right here. Look at that air roll, just to give more power. Yeah, like I said, be very careful not to air roll forward into the ball. Or air roll forward before front flipping into your shot. Mike not quite as central in the ball right there as Deevo was. Deevo barely wins out the kickoff, but sometimes that's all you need, is to barely win. And the goal will come. Deevo with a great shot, given a little boost he had. That was a fantastic shot, and Mike just opts for the power slide. No half flip from him. Not wasting too much time though. Goes for the backflip pop. Faking a top left corner shot. Mike being very careful to check where Deevo is this entire play. One of the best players in the world at using the right joystick to look around is M1k3Rules. Deevo coming off the wall again. Air rolling so well. Oh my goodness, Deevo. What a 50-50 off the back of the wall air carry. That was really well done. Look how Deevo's just following the ball the entire way. He just follows it off the wall so that when Mike makes his challenge, Deevo at worst gets a 50-50, at best gets a goal by a hard victory on the 50-50. This is actually not going to hit the ceiling. Mike with a good first touch and a good second touch. Deevo has to back off right there. Deevo playing very fast though. And Mike's got to be careful. He's given Deevo a lot of space and Deevo nearly squeezes one into the near post. Mike with the backflip to the save. He's trying to get a dribble up the wall, collect the boost. It's actually bounced off the wall though, to the surprise of both players, I think. Deevo, that's a good play, just popping it across his goal, and he manages to get the save and the demo. Nice play by Deevo. He holds on to his 1-goal lead. I see a ground shot top right. Oh no, it doesn't matter. Top left, actually. Mike unable to get the save right here. Wait. What was that? Oh, it was just Mike respawning off the demo. I was so confused after that replay, like, made that really confusing. The replay made the demo really confusing. Mike with a chance to get the shot across the pitch. This might be wide though. Deevo with a post pinch to clear. Jumps over Mike's demo attempt, but Mike did get a piece of him, and Deevo is just playing keep away right here. Both players actually trying to play keep away from each other. That's quite interesting though, that Deevo is able to get that shot in at the near post. Mike actually covered the far post shot that I was expecting Deevo to go for, so well played by Deevo to just drill one in at the near post. Mike should have a goal right here if he plays it right, but he's actually just gone for a very all-in move, and it's straight down the middle of the goal. Deevo more than capable of the fast aerial straight up, and recovers on the wall. That was exceptional by Deevo. Recovering on the wall right there was really, really good. And he gets Scrub's kickoff again. Decides not to go for the goal. That's curious. I wonder why he didn't go for that. I thought he had an open net shot right there. Did Deevo. Maybe feeling bad for Mike because he's winning the kickoff so hard in that position. And I'm not sure if Deevo's used to playing as somebody who will just utterly refuse to back down, regardless of how much boost they have, like Mike does. Mike just will not back away from the ball. And these awkward little situations are something that these things only happen in 1v1. Oh, Mike not getting the power shot that he wanted. He's down by 3 goals this game. A mountain to climb against a player as good as Deevo, but that's the start of the climb of M1k3Rules. He's back within 2. So let's see if Deevo goes for Scrub's kickoff. Yes, he will, and it's going to work if he plays it well. Oh, he's barely squeezed it in. If we look at where Mike's car is positioned, just not quite directly between the center of his goal and the ball, and that's why it's pinging right past him. Deevo, exceptional kickoff. Again, Mike with a long shot. Deevo did see it coming. Goes for the 360 no scope save, but he gets it. Deevo did actually 360 the save. Oh, what a jump by Deevo. Is this man a seal? Is he an octane? Who knows? What control by Deevo right here. Jumping over the demo, getting the pop, and then the second pop to just guide that ball underneath the crossbar. What is Scrub's kickoff? There's a tutorial of it on my YouTube channel. You can check it out there. And Mike with it all to do now. He's down 4 goals. Deevo playing quite exceptional Rocket League at the moment, but that is not exceptional Rocket League. What we just saw right there is definitely not exceptional Rocket League. That save, however, was very exceptional. But Mike just placing the shot right on the side of the net. I'm not sure what Deevo was trying to do right there. I think he was going for an off the wall air dribble, and his first touch was just so bad that he had to fly down and go for the ground pinch instead. And then of course he missed that as well. So it all went wrong. Hey, Grizzly X Straight, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. That is a 2 month in a row, which did, so you subbed last month with regular sub, and this month with Twitch Prime. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. That's the first time that I've seen it say Twitch Prime and 2 months in a row in the same sub. So it's quite interesting to see that. Deevo, what a rebound. You just know that he's got this. As soon as you see him go up, you already know that he's got it. And I wonder, does Mike see that? Yeah, Mike sees him going for it and he's just like, please no. Oh, please no. When I say a player is fast, do I mean fast to the ball or fast to recover? It's a lot of everything. Like, players who are fast at recovering, that's a big part of being fast, is how fast you can recover. And there's also being, like, faster on the pitch. Like, do they do diagonal dodges a lot? Do they have good boost efficiency? Do they, are they going supersonic a lot of the time? Mike is more of a calculated player. Deevo is much more of a super fast player who likes to just zoom around the pitch all the time. Mike's a bit more calculated in his approach. Halfway dead with the Twitch Prime resub. Thank you so much, man.
First time. Swift Rage make that 2 boy yellow.
Swift Rage. Make that 2. Thank you so much. Welcome back halfway. 3 months. The maximum amount of months that you can be resubbed at the moment. I've not seen a 4-month resub yet. You're the jammiest. So Mike says you're the jammiest player I've ever played, but I think you're somehow doing the jammy things on purpose. Hey Smibs, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. Welcome to the channel. First time sub. I really appreciate that, man. Want another sub? Of course, I always want more subs. If I get 200 more subs, I will make a 3x3 boy hello. You heard it here. I'll make a 3x3 boy hello if I get enough subs. I think I need 500 total subs for that. So I'm neither expecting that nor am I thinking it will happen anytime soon. But if it happens, I'll do a 3x3 boy hello. What is jammy? Jammy is a British slang for lucky.